everybody. So, new intro, right? Big thank you to Bob Skates. He hit me up one day and said, I'm bored, and I was like making that, so thank you. I really was over my original, well, I guess it's not the original, but the first intro I actually kind of like set out to make. I was over it. I wasn't very happy with it, and like I said, Bob hit me up and made that beautiful intro for me, and that's the intro going forward from now on, for as long as I can foresee it. So hope you enjoy it. And the song is so catchy. So everyone head over to Bob's YouTube page and give him a subscription. He makes really good videos. He doesn't post very often. I've been trying to convince him to post more, but when he does post, it's a gem. And yeah, he's super funny, talented, good trick selection. So go give him a subscription for me, and go watch one of his latest videos and say, awesome intro for Kevin, appreciate it, or whatever. But super grateful, Bob, thank you. This makes my channel look a little bit more professional, right? So having said that, we're back at the DIY spot today, and I had an initial plan for the video where I was gonna go to that ledge spot and actually try like a real trick. I mean, real trick being like something hard that I may, like, you know, have to work more than like a half hour on. But there was a bunch of cars there, I couldn't park, so we came down here, second backup plan. I think my goal for today's video is to try to Wallie Boardslide transfer on the spine quarter thing. But we're gonna mess around first, warm up, and then we'll get into that and just have a fun session again. So hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's start skating. That was rad, getting that like Smith with then quick ollie up. I kind of was like that. I mean, it seemed on accident, but that's what I said in my head. I was like, if I land super sideways, I want to try an ollie up the curb, and it worked first try. So, well, second try, but the first try I tried to ollie up the curb. So that was pretty sweet. And oh, another update. So remember last video, I was like, I'm gonna try the bones bushings and the tensors again. Don't do it. If you get tensor trucks, just ride stock. As soon as I put those bones in, the clicking started. I don't know what it is with the mystery tensory click. I can't figure out where it's coming from. It's crazy. But, oh, you hear it? It happens really randomly. But with the stock bushings, you hardly get it. With the bones, I got it every time I push down. But I've changed bushings. I've changed the pivot cups. I put wax on the kingpin, wax on the bushings. Tried everything. I don't know what this mysterious click is with the tensors, but they need to figure that out. It's very annoying. Actually, something big with the trucks coming soon, so stay tuned for next week if you want to find out what it is. But that being said, I want to try to kickflip up this curb before we start doing the board slide. I'm really bad at kickflipping up stuff, so I need to like challenge myself. So we're just gonna mess around and try to kickflip up a curb. I know it sounds easy and stupid, but for me it's like
I'm not good at flip tricks up stuff for some reason. Like I could do like maybe like a fakie big spin would be easy. Like I'd rather try a switch pop shove it than a kickflip, if that makes any sense to anybody. I know it doesn't, but I'm weird like that. So let's focus on some of our weak spots and try to get some kickflips up curbs, right? That wasn't supposed to work first try. Alright, apparently I lied. Alright, well, I'm a liar apparently. I guess I can do them. I just didn't know. I think maybe it's because it's so low. Let's try it on this one that's a little higher. The ground kind of slants down in front of it too, so let's see how that goes. If not, we can go to the other side, but let's try it a couple times here. You have to flip it so fast. I'm gonna take that one. They weren't good, but I'm actually even surprised it worked at all. So, all right, let's try the board slide transfer. This is what I'm actually nervous about this one because the ground riding up to it's really bad. So, God bless dragon wheels right now, and I'm gonna have to wax it, which is also scary. But we'll see. I did it once with rails on my board, back when I used to skate rails. It was easy, because once you get into board slide, you're set. All you have to worry about is coming back in. But without the rails, you can shift and hang up and stuff, so we're just gonna ease our way into it, see how it goes. Also, remember that piece of wax I left here? Still here, people have been using it, so that's cool, right? Let me know down below, guys. Do you guys prefer the skating with the music and talking at the front and end, with the skating in the middle, or do you prefer more of this style where it's like a little bit of skating, a little bit of talking, a little bit of skating, a little bit of talking? Let me know, leave it in the comments below. One of the downsides of skating a short wheelbase board is when you board slide something wide, you don't get that like ability to adjust. You're kind of like locked in, and if you turn it all like this, your wheels will hit the edge. So a little nervous about that, but only one way to find out, right? All right, well, we got it with a little bonus like Wallie over. So let's get a couple angles. So worst part about doing YouTube by yourself, I was like, I want to get a couple angles for you guys, but now I got to do that trick again. It's scary. No, it's fun, but it's honestly, I know you guys are sick of hearing about it. Tomorrow's gonna be the last day I talk about them, but I was struggling so much worse without the dragon wheels skating this spot. Even riding up to that, there's so many cracks, and there's like a crack like 2 feet before you do the Wallie, so I can't even feel it. And honestly, I think it really, really helps on like certain stuff like this. Like, I think they help a lot more than they hurt you. So if you can't get over the sound, then I guess that's not for you, but I don't even think about it anymore. So I don't know, but all right, let's get a couple different angles. Let's try a couple more. Let's see. Yeah, that's the crack I'm talking about. You're coming in this way, you literally hit this like pretty decent sized crack, like right as you're bending down to Wally in. So, and then of course you've got all this here. Let me see. I'll show you guys the run up, so you know I'm not like just making stuff up here, but I've been throwing my board down here and you can see crack, huge rough patch, bigger crack, 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 and then I turn in around this, one more final big crack before you do the Wally. So dragon wheels, man, they really do help. All right, so got it, got the multiple angles. I'm happy with today's video so far. Oh, I don't know, let's try and get a few more just bonus tricks, you know? A couple more bonuses, so yeah. That's scary. I hate backside 5-0s. I don't even think I want to do that again. All right, everybody, so that's going to do it for today's video. Little deck update. So I'm loving this thing. I am 100% buying another one. So yes, skate metal, 9-inch current cable shape. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Short wheelbase, 14 inches, 9-inch board, and it's got a longer, pointier nose, longer, pointier tail. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I did put the stock bushings back in. I don't know what it is, man. The clicking, it's only okay with these. I barely get it with this, like hardly ever. I've had even people comment saying like, mine click, and I'm like, oh, dude, I put some wax in it, it's fine. And usually that's the case, but like I said, I put the bones bushings in, thinking maybe that my old set was just bad or whatever. Tried a new set in here. They work just fine with the bones bushings, but the clicking, you know, there's a lot of clicking, so done with that. Put the stock back in. Got a good amount of board slides in today. Look, deck looks actually used now. So, all in all, good session. Like I said, I was really nervous about doing that board slide without deck rails. Deck rails make everything so much easier. I stopped skating them because I kept popping them out. I've heard 100 different ways to put them in. I tried double-sided M3 tape. I tried going to the hardware store and buying a little tad longer screws so that they're actually in a little bit more. I tried super glue, then putting them down, then drilling them in. I tried all that stuff, and they always ended up popping out for me. I think, honestly, it's because the East Coast has like really chunky ledges. And if you hit a rail on a chunk, it doesn't matter how good you put it in, it's gonna rip it out. So, I mean, especially at my weight too. So, I've never really skated them growing up, so it's not that big of a deal to me. It does make board slides like crazy fun, but I mean, how often do you find a spot where you just board slide all of it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I focus more on 50s and Smiths and crooks. I like those tricks better, so I'm okay with no rails. But that being said, remember, go over, link in the description, hit up Bob's YouTube channel, throw him a subscription, throw him a comment on his last video, tell him to make another video, tell him thanks for making the intro, you know, shout out to Bob, he's the man. I'm super happy with it, so thank you again, and it's probably just going to be at the beginning of every video going forward from here on out. So that being said, yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's video, everybody.
Don't know nothing about me, dude.